welcome to my updated August 2018 plant haul. I filmed new footage in December. However, this is the original footage from my August 2018 video. If you haven't seen it, you can go check it out. This is what my Calathea Medallion looked like when I bought it. This is my second medallion, and I bought it with the intention of growing a twin for my mature medallion. And as you can see, it's off to a good start. I don't quite have any new growth on the plant when I bought it, but it looks to be in good health. And today, this is what it looks like. This medallion has, as you can see, kind of two leaves that are starting to develop and uncurl here in the center of the plant. The other leaves are looking good. It's beginning to mature a little bit, but it's got a few healthy rhizomes down there, and it's well on its way. I did find a spot for it in the house that it seems to really like, and I didn't repot it yet. I ended up keeping it in its pot, and I've decided I really want to wait to repot a lot of my plants for the spring. I'm also hoping to mix my own potting mix then, so it's another reason why. Here is the Philodendron Brasil. This is what it looked like when I bought it. You can see that new growth there on the top that I kind of focused on. And this plant really caught my eye when I was at the store. It's absolutely beautiful. I'd been looking at them online, trying to decide if I had the right spot, in my house where it could potentially go. So you can see here, it's really a small plant when I bought it. Not very big, but healthy, and definitely has a lot of potential. Just beautiful. Those leaves are beautiful. This is what it looks like today. I did find a spot for it. It wasn't where I thought it would originally go. It's somewhere else. I was originally going to put it with my pothos, but it ended up in kind of my philodendron area of my house, and it's doing really well. It has a ton of new growth. As you can see right there, there's a leaf that's unfolding in the front, and then there's these other kind of budding shoots coming out of these other sections here. And it's doing really well. It is in the middle of winter, but it's still growing, and I am really pleased with it. Here is the Olympia false Aralia. Such high hopes for this plant, actually tree, when I got it. Just gorgeous. The leaves on this are so beautiful. And these Aralias can grow into 4 to 5 foot tall trees. And I already have 2 fiddle leaf figs, and I thought that this would be such an amazing contrast. And in my mind, I had this area in the house where once it started to mature, I would keep it. And very excited about it. As you can see, there's new growth there at the top, these really tiny little leaves. It's got 3 main shoots, 3 trunks that are coming up, as you can see down here. Really a very healthy plant when I got it. Really a good looking plant. And again, I had really high hopes for it. This is what it looks like today, however. Only one of the trunks survived. If you have an Aralia, if you know something about Aralias, you probably know that these Aralias can fail very quickly. They can suddenly start to wilt and to die off, and a lot of times you really, you might not be able to figure out why. I still don't understand why the other 2 trunks didn't survive. This one started to wilt, and I ended up needing to cut off what had wilted at the top. You can see there's new growth there from... And that's one good thing about the Aralia, is you can really trim it anywhere and it will continue to grow. You don't have to worry about that, but that's what's left. Here is my split leaf philodendron that I picked up in August, or better known as the Monstera deliciosa. And as you can see, this is a juvenile Monstera. It doesn't have any splits in its leaves. The only split it has is actually from mechanical damage. So while these leaves, they're very healthy and they look good, and the thing about them is they're actually quite delicate. And so even like this, it's not terribly difficult to tear the leaves on this plant. And so especially once its pattern starts to develop as it matures, it's easy to tear these leaves just walking by them, kind of catching them on your clothes as you go by, bumping into them. And so that was something I really thought about when I was trying to decide where I wanted to put this. And I thought long and hard about getting a monstera because they do grow to be quite large relatively quickly. And it's something to think about how you want to train them, or if you're not going to train them. This is what it looks like today. As you can see, there is a leaf there in the center that has matured, and there's lots of new growth. So this plant is beginning to mature. I don't quite know yet if I'm going to train it. Right now it's untrained, as you can see. I think I might eventually trellis it up as opposed to maybe getting a pole or something. So I'm really surprised at how quickly it's growing here in the middle of winter, and watching it mature has been really amazing. When that first leaf started coming up and I realized it was maturing, I was so surprised. But this is an update of that plant haul that I did originally back in August, and I just wanted to update you so you could see what the plants look like now a few months out, how they've done in my home, where I've had success, and where I've had some kind of learning opportunities. I do hope to also update my October plant haul so you can see how those plants have fared as well in my home. And until then, be well and take care.